Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome. Another live stream. Yes, $70 for the carbonized 2-pack is embarrassing bad. Thank you, Out of the Basement. Very true. I see some people already here. Some people commented earlier. What's up, Tim Hayes, Quentin Mims? It really is, but I want it for the. Hey man, I feel you. Wheels of Chaotic Doom is up super early in Sydney, Australia. So what's up, guys? So yeah, so there's a few things I wanted to talk about today. Obviously, excuse me. One being the prices, how outrageously crazy the prices are, and we all got that surprise. What's up, Elena? And we all got the surprise on pre-order day. I forget what day it was, but on pre-order day when we found out that the TVC Kenner Deco, the already overpriced $20.99 Kenner Deco TVC figure, was not going to be $20.99. Oh no, it was going to be $22.99, which is the price of a regular Black Series figure, or at least it used to be, and now most of it is $24.99, but with nothing special about it. It's just a regular repaint. They already have the mold, and still it's sold out. What's up, guys? Hello, Reggie and Roomba Warrock. I hope I said that right. Oh yeah, I'm sure in Sydney, Australia, it'll be over 100. I think it'd be more than that. It's gonna be over $100 down there, man. What's up, Jedi Crafts? But yeah, so and there was a couple other things I wanted to do today. Actually, I wanted to ask you guys a few questions because I have some ideas. What up, the basement? What's up, basement baby in the house? What up, guys? So yeah, so I want to ask a question because it's actually applying to a new video I do. We talked about it earlier, but I wanted to get your guys' opinion before I start making the list here, because I thought of some ideas for it, but I figured it would be a lot more fun to do it this way live. But yeah, so anyway, awesome pre-order experience again, right? Everybody was happy. Everything started on time. So if you were there, you noticed that at 1 o'clock, the only thing that you could pre-order was the Retro Collection 2-pack, which is fine thing. It's a fine. I have the Boba Fett. I have the Boba Fett one. It's not something that's going to sell out, I guess, is what I'm trying to say about that. So so you don't have to be there at 1 o'clock to pre-order that because it's going to be up. I don't think any of the three ever went out of stock. You can get it to this day. Both the other so the Boba Fett and Bosk one is in stock now on Amazon, and then the other one, which is Dangar and IG-88, which I really want that Dangar, but IG-88 can come too. That one is about to ship, I think, but still, you don't need to be right at pre-orders at 1 o'clock to pre-order the one with Forlom and Zuckus. But it turned out that you needed to be at the pre-order right when it started to get the Kenner Deco Target exclusive TVC Boba Fett, because that sold out rather quickly, which is another thing we have to talk about. It's part of the one of the rules I came up with, or we came up with, about what should and shouldn't be exclusives, and Boba Fett is right on there, and this is the reason. Because it'll sell out, and now people who just want it should be mainline. It should be two of them in each case for the mainline. That's what it should be. But now we got this whole situation where they're sold out, they're an exclusive, and $22.99. So yeah, we got to talk about that. But and same with the carbonized 2-pack. That wasn't on time either, but I doubt that's going to sell out because it's $70. That's $35. That's $35 a figure for more repaints. Now, we all know that it costs a lot of money to repaint credit collection, to repaint the Death Trooper, the Dark Trooper, because that thing was $39, you know? But we got a TIE Fighter and we got an Emperor's Royal Guard, 2 molds you've already had for a while now, and I don't think that this costs very much money to make, and now it's $70. And to be honest, when I first saw it, I was like, "Hey, maybe I might even order that." It kind of looked kind of cool to me until I saw the $70. Now, again, this is it's labeled the 40th anniversary Return of the Jedi, like 2-pack for a carbonized. Like it kind of seems like some obscure figures to choose for like the first 2-pack that you're selling for Return of the Jedi 40th, and 2 weird figures to choose to carbonize, I guess. But they probably were 2 of the figures that were on the list for the 40th anniversary carded Return of the Jedi figures, and they probably didn't make any of the waves, and they were like, well, we have these 2, we can do this with these if we want. But $70 is insane. Now, there was a 4-LOM and 2-pack for Amazon not too long ago, and that was like $55, if you remember. And it was them that were Kenner Decoed. And the 4-LOM box said Zuckuss, and the Zuckuss the 4-LOM card said Zuckuss, and the Zuckuss card said 4-LOM. And those actually didn't sell that well, but the price kind of went down over time. But that was something, and I have mine still. I thought it was kind of cool. But that was $55, and now another Black Series carded exclusive for Amazon is $70. And I know some people say, well, for the exclusives for Hasbro, the retailer has total discretion on what the price is. Now, that might be true or might not be true. I don't think any of us actually know for sure, because I don't think any of us have ever seen an exclusivity contract from Hasbro. But regardless, it's still messed for the retailer. It's messed up, and for Hasbro not to put limits on what the price can be in the contract is also messed up. So it also being Hasbro's fault that this is happening. There should be a range of what the price can be or cannot be in the contract if they're going to give that type of leniency to the retailer. And we've seen it again, like the Amazon exclusive Boba Fett prototype is $52 now, sold by Amazon. It's not $59 right now. Fulfilled and sold by Amazon. So, I mean, and it seems like they might just be price gap. At first, I thought it was some type of error, and it's got to be in the algorithm too. But it kind of seems like maybe they're doing it because those figures are supposed to be released before Christmas, December 1st, and they're just doing it for the holidays to make more money on each sale. I saw it earlier today, I think. Here it is. I'll bring it up. Just bring up the screen here. Just give me a second. Bow. There it is. So here it is. Right here, $52.48. Shipped from Amazon, sold by Amazon. So those are that's straight from Amazon stock. If it wasn't from Amazon stock, it would say something like this. Like this one here, this guy's selling it from his house or his store. It says the Toy DeLorean, shipped from Toy DeLorean, sold by Toy DeLorean. This one below it, $54.99. This one is the Amazon drop shipping thing where it says shipped from Amazon.com, but it's sold by Package Outbound. That's the person who has their products sitting at the Amazon warehouse. So it's Amazon selling it for this, and it's same with Cad Bane. It's down to like $37.50. So I don't know. Maybe they're just making a ploy for the holidays. I have no idea. But Let's see, Tom. The one other carbonized figure I actually like is the Sith Trooper carbonized guy, and that was Amazon. Yeah, I do think the red metallic pink pop's really nice, but it's insane that they try to make us buy two to get one gun. So right, so the Amazon Sith, I have that one still, and that one when it came out it's actually pretty expensive too. It's like $60 maybe right now because they had a limited supply on Amazon, and they shipped them all in padded mailers, and they had a lot of exchanges, so there was less available than the small number that they had, and just because a ton of them got damaged in shipping. David Edge, what's going on? So hello, lurking today. My bloody TV is officially knackered in the lounge and broken. Everything technical has gone to shit. I'm not happy. Sorry, Dave. Sorry to hear that. Tim Hayes is here. What's up, Tim? Let's see. Our completionist. I feel your pain. Low dough film, unlimited media, pre-order the Hey, I would, I have to be honest, I would have ordered it if it wasn't $70. I looked at it and I was like, you know what? I'm in. I'll do that. And I'm not big on the carbonized, as you probably know. It's definitely played its course, and Amazon has already told us. I think they already said that carbonized is that's it. It's over. Although we get this, so interesting enough. Yeah, and the Boba tax, you're right. So and the Boba tax works it works or can be the highest when it's an exclusive. So Boba Fett should never be an exclusive. Particularly something like this. So if you're gonna get something that is the Boba Fett's from the new show or whatever, from The Mandalorian or from the Book of Boba Fett, that's one thing, right? But if you're gonna do Boba Fett's that are a throwback to the 80s, you're gonna get all the old school sellers or collectors, I'm sorry, who are definitely gonna be in. They're gonna I want this. This is what I want. We don't have this. This hasn't been released. I'm definitely in. And those are the type of things that will sell out. And that's what happened, and people didn't seem to care that it was $22.99. Now I pre-ordered it too. Again, and because people will pay the nostalgic Boba Fett price for something nostalgic for Boba Fett. Because it's painted differently. So Wheels of Chaotic Doom, yeah, I feel you, man. But I couldn't pass it up. He said you don't need another one just because it's painted differently. And there's so many Boba. I get so many Bobas. I get so many Chewies. We really don't need any more. At the moment, we really don't need any more of either of those figures. So that's what I'm hoping. Rombo Warak, guarantee the 2-pack will go on sale for half off at some point. I'm hoping that that's the case, because then I will pick it up again. And that's what happens, Hasbro, when you overprice something or you release something that doesn't have a total like a large amount of demand, or the price is way too high. People will back off and they won't buy it up front, and they'll wait for the sale. This is nothing new. This has been happening since the sequel trilogy figures. You should know this. If you price it too high, people aren't going to buy it, and they'll just wait for when you have to put it on clearance. That's insane. The credit collection are $60 here in a hobby store chain in Australia. That is insane. They can't even sell them for regular price around here. They all hit clearance. I think STL Robotech. Have you seen the Han Leia Haas 2-pack from Target? Yes, that was hitting clearance stores. I think it's only 50. I think I got it for they had it on sale for like half off one day, and I bought it. It was originally a European exclusive, I think. But yes, I think I know what you're talking about. I was going to bring it up, but right. So Yes. Reggie Moore. So I got more weapons, extra helmet, removable helmet, etc. with the 3.75-inch Emperor's Royal Guard I got a few years ago. Right. So the Emperor's Royal Guard was a 2-in-1 figure for TVC originally. And then it was a 2-in-1 figure. Then they released it in the 3.75-inch Black Series, the Walmart ones and the Walmart smaller red and Black Series boxes. And then it was re-released in the TVC, but I don't remember if the TVC re-release was a 2-in-1 figure. Someone will know. All right, Elena has fallen down another rabbit hole and bought my first ever Hot Toys. Captain Rex, that's a good one. Yeah, quality nuts, right? Massive too. They're a lot bigger in person than you think they're going to be. But yeah, that's yeah, that'll make a dent in the wallet. Yeah. I don't know. Jedi Craft says, I hardly ever purchase figures or Black Series on Amazon unless the seller is 100% or close to it. Just to give, I don't buy figures on Amazon unless it's Amazon themselves selling it. I'm not going to buy it from a third-party seller on Amazon. You don't know what you're going to get. I'd rather go to eBay for that, where you can see the figure. And eBay is generally cheaper for older figures than Amazon. Amazon's prices can get ridiculous because of the seller fees are more on Amazon than they are on eBay. So the prices get ridiculous for secondary figures. Sith Trooper. Cool figure. Very little scream time. Yes. So Halo, I didn't notice this, but saddest part about the prototype armor Boba Fett is the box art is more accurate to the source material than the actual figure. Didn't know that. Interesting. Let's see if we can bring it up. So there are pictures of Boba Fett wearing the white, for Empire Strikes Back with Boba Fett in the white armor. That you can Google and find. But I don't know how close they are to and I haven't really compared both of the blue line one to this one here. Hey, there's a move. This actually, I've had this work for me. If you want a white Boba Fett, buy him on Amazon UK. It's $22. But then the shipping's a little bit higher, but it's still going to be cheaper than $53. But I think he's cheaper than that on eBay too. We all win if we stop pre-ordering. That's true. What's up, Mace? Quentin Mims. So now to plan to get Hasbro to re-release the Black Series Kenner Deco Boba Fett. That would be awesome. I have the original it was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. Probably one of my favorite Black Series figures for sure. Didn't open that one, still in the packaging. I would love if they did. I would love if they did that, put that in the archive or something, and you could, so I could have one to open. That'd be awesome. So I doubt we'll see that anytime soon, but hopefully one day. Huh. No, we need more holiday fets. Thanksgiving fet, like a turkey. You need a Thanksgiving fet and a New Year's fet. Maybe you can be like drunk and have like, one of the confetti and stuff. Like Lieutenant Dan. That's an interesting. Here we go, Reggie Moore. That's an interesting little idea here. If Hasbro wants to go nostalgic with Boba Fett, re-release a 6-inch with the non-rocket firing backpack and include the notice that was set in the 70s. That would be awesome. I'd buy that. I would love them to release the rocket firing or non-rocket firing Boba Fett in the TVC too. Although it was like a mail away, and it's worth a lot of money now if you have one, which I do because I have a lot of Boba Fett stuff. But yeah, that would be cool. That Han Leia 2-pack was half off one day, and I bought it too. Yeah, but I haven't seen. Yeah, so it was on. Target picked up the exclusive after I think it was a fan channel exclusive. Like it bounced around. It was a European exclusive. Then it was I think a fan channel exclusive, and then uh Target picked it up, and they couldn't get rid of them either. So now, yeah, now they go for like $30 on eBay, but Target asking more than that. Here it is. See if we can get a. Why is everything moving so slow today? Anyway, here it is. So yeah, they even hit Target stores and stuff. But I thought it would be way more popular than it was. But I guess not. I don't know. People didn't like it. And they released the other figures, separately. Although I think maybe Han has an extra accessory or something. I'm trying to remember. Wait a minute. What happened? Oh, there we go. Where are we? Oh. Hold on. I need to close this window. It's slowing everything down. 1 second. Bear with me here. Where are we? Okay. Let's put that back up. There was. Sorry, my bad. Okay. So you got the. So how is it, Jason Tatum? You got the starting lineup. I'm not disappointed at all. Now they need to release Jaylen Brown. Okay. Fair enough. I mean, they better be cool. I mean, they're super expensive. So I'm sure they spared no expense, like dude from Jurassic Park. But why did they give him a Galaxy packaging release instead of an archive? I don't know, dude. I don't know. Maybe so they could make it an exclusive. They needed somebody to pick it up. I don't know. That's a good question. Dude, I didn't even try. I knew that it would be insane. I've already saw online that like some people's like join button wasn't working and everything. Like I couldn't even. But my Jordan 4s came, so I'm happy. I'm pretty happy. My canvas Jordan 4s came, but I didn't even try. I haven't bought anything either on sneakers for a while, so I doubted that I would get selected because sometimes that kind of plays into the algorithm apparently. And I've never ever have won a raffle for a different store other than Foot Locker, sneakers, and the Adidas Confirmed. I've never won anywhere else before, so didn't try. So Chaz, so these prices are getting insane, especially for the crap repaints and repacks. That $70 carbonite set is a complete face palm. It is. I don't know who decided this was a great idea, especially for $70. Oh, here we go. Halo's got some info for us. Notice the prototype armor Boba Fett's box art has no dents on the helmet or the armor. Only when they changed his design from a super trooper to a bounty hunter did they get the dents. So, and I see what you're saying. So that means that, yeah. So it has the dent because they weren't going to do a new head sculpt because why are they going to spend the money? So they just had the sculpt already that had the Boba Fett when he was a bounty hunter. So they just went with it. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, 6-inch rocket firing Boba Fett. I'm in. Oh, maybe that's a good idea. So they can release. Yeah, why put them in Galaxy packaging so they could release them again in archive? I guess. Yeah, I don't know that sometimes. So they don't. They don't. A lot of the archive releases aren't exclusives. It's rare for them to be exclusive. I think it probably has something to do with contractual obligations or something. Where there's probably a amount of time that has to pass before they would be able to re-release that figure. I'm just guessing, but that's kind of how those exclusivity contracts work. So, yeah, but I don't know. That Haas 2-pack is showing up in Ross now in Five Belows. Wow. I haven't been to a Five Below in so long. I'll probably start going soon because more and more of this stuff is going to be going there because of the prices and because it's, stuff from Andor and Kenobi. Arthur, yeah. So I bought the 2-pack from eBay and was overpaid. Yeah. Yeah, well, there was that gap of time between when it was actually available and before Target picked it up, and I almost did the same thing now that I think about it, because I am a completionist, but then it popped up on Walmart, and I was like, "Oh, I don't have to overpay." Ha! This is great. So Black Star Ninja, this is one case where Australia has actually got it cheaper than the US. So the pricing for the prototype Boba Fett is $46 Australian on Amazon and with free shipping. Right. I was about to, okay. So Han's hoodie, yeah, and the coat, yeah. So, and the thing is soft goods as opposed to plastic. So it's a different Han, I guess. Yeah, part of the hoodie. Yeah, right. So like the neck part, I think. I want a pre-production Black Series Boba Fett, mix-matched colors, darker jumpsuit, different left gauntlet gloves, and arrows on the helmet. Green poncho, Return of the Jedi jetpack. By the way, I'm a Boba Fett fanatic. Interesting. What a list of things. What does this say? Only Han Hoth you can get without the skull cap on. Right, because he has nothing on his head. So bare head and soft goods neck. Wow. All right. So the details are crazy. The Jays and basketball look real. Really? All right. Hey, here's the thing. I would just never pay that money for one of those. I'm just not into the sports figures. Like sports player figures. I just never was. It's not something that. So when I was a kid, I was more into things. I mean, if it hadn't had like guns on it for me to be interested in it. So kind of the same way now. There you go, right? Couldn't even join the draw. People were pissed. Yeah, so I missed the 2-pack packaging seen with the Han and Leia set. So, well, I don't think they've ever done that packaging before. Yeah, so right. I love a good rant about Hasbro robbing it's all. So unfortunately, that seems to be the case. You know, it's almost it's just it's like laughable at this point. It's just it's too much for me. Like it's really if I guess it's really affecting my action figure collecting. I have to say, like it really is. I hope they know that it's alienating people. The next 12 months to 2 years will be interesting merchandise-wise. How much merch will be hitting discount stores because of price hikes and collectors? Yes, I'm with you. I just mentioned something slightly similar to that. But yeah, Black Series figures and TVC might start going to Five Below again. They haven't really been there in a while, although some TVC, I was actually at Ollie's the other day and they still had like the Island Journey Ray TVC figure, and they had like 10, 15 of them, and they were not moving. Nobody wants that. So, yeah, that'd be interesting. But I mean, that's kind of like the sad part about it too. Is just we remember it. It's happened before. It's something that if you're Hasbro, then you're gonna want to try to avoid. And it's things that history is repeating itself, and eventually the problem. I mean, when things go to Five Below, generally the merchant that's taking the hit, you know, because they're just selling their stuff to an outlet store. But what happens is then that merchant is like, well, I don't want that to happen again, and they stop making big orders of that from Hasbro. So that's where the problem is probably going to be, is that there's going to be less stuff on the shelf because Target doesn't want to buy so much of this because we took a huge hit on the last batch and we had to send it all to Five Below and Ollie's. So it could seriously affect the selection of Black Series figures, and it could seriously affect the line in general, just its longevity. And that's why, as collectors, of the line, it's that's a problem for us, because I want to see the line. We bash the line, but it's out of love. We want more of the good stuff. The good stuff sells out. The good stuff people talk about. They're like, this is great. People are impressed by it. It's just all the other bad maneuvers that you make along the way that starts killing the line. For example, when you make good stuff, it sells out. So Darth Malik on Amazon is sold out. The pre-orders have sold out. Most pre-orders don't sell out anymore. So when one does, it's kind of like, oh, well, we did something right. They did something, and what you did was you gave us a new mold of a cool figure that we haven't had before, and people were like, "Yup, want that." So I don't understand why that's not the move like every time. That's the most baffling part about it. I bet it's coming. So many gaming grades out now. Why haven't they done Shadows of the Empire so I can finally get my Dash Rendar? So I think that it's got to be coming soon, right? I mean, they've done some of them before. I think eventually that they're going to get there. Yeah, I'm with you. Sam, yeah, so you're a C's fan. You wanted to get the JT. Yeah, who's ripping it up right now. So, bro, something's up, and we have to pop off. Absolutely terrible price on the carbonite set. 35 each, more expensive than Saw. Right. Throne room boba? Like what? Yeah, I'm with you. Insane. More expensive than the deluxe figures. 35 a pop for if I can remember correctly from the last time, a paper thin box that they come in that is going to show up damaged when you get it. Actually cancel some GameStop orders and about to do the same with Target. I'm slowly I'm slowly getting there. So I just canceled some GameStop pre-orders as well. So yeah, it's happening. I'm like, I don't need to pay this price, and I don't need to get more than one of this figure. So I'm gonna cancel it. I'm just gonna wait for the sale because it's coming. So yep, I'm with you. No, so Alan, my Five Below hasn't had Star Wars stuff. Well, it had the basic figures, like the 3.75-inch basic figures, the ones that were like, were they 5 points of articulation? I think they were. So it had some of those. But yeah, no, they haven't had any TVC or Black Series in forever. I've gone backwards mentally yesterday. eBay ordered I went backwards mental yesterday. eBay ordered Jaina Solo Chewie Range Trooper Tusken Hover Pilot from my army building and Ray Speeder. Might have ordered. Wow, that's a hefty order, especially on eBay. That's going to cost you. So Smoke Banshee, he says, I'm cool with that though. I'm okay with less coming out. I'm okay with less coming out too. This is one of the major problems that we have going on right now is they've oversaturated the market with releases, which makes it extremely difficult and expensive for people who were completionists to stay completionists. So you've had to select what you're going to buy, and once you start to get selective, you get very selective. So there's carbonized, there's exclusives, there's the credit collection, and then there's the main line, which is then you stuff with that you make. Sometimes the main line is I honestly I really feel that they should go back to less figures per wave in the main line, because if you're somebody who is a completionist, or if you want to just order the case, if it's 8 new figures, you're just like, wow, I gotta buy 8 new figures right now. So, and right, I know a lot of times that the waves have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 repacks in them. They've had more, and 6 I think is the most they've had in a wave. But if you're gonna buy the wave and you just want the new figures, I mean, sometimes you can just get the new figures in packs, like at Entertainment Earth and those things. Sometimes just have the new figures that you can just buy instead of without the wave, without the repacks. But I think the wave should go back to like it started off at 4. It was just 4 new figures, and then it jumped to 6, I think, but still 8 slots. And then it jumped to like, now we have some that are 8. No, it doesn't happen all the time, but I just feel as though when there's too much out, people get way more selective and they buy less, to the point where they almost buy none. Like at this point, I can see on like how much money I've bought on figures I was like on the fence about, or really didn't even want, really. And not that I didn't want them, but there was I wasn't like, oh, I need that one. So I don't know. I think it's a dangerous. So and while you're saturating the market, Hasbro, you've raised the price significantly. So something's got to give, and what's giving is people selecting to buy less. What's up, Ronaldo? A major retailer near me still has cases of the Ponda Baba wave on the pegs, along with TVC, Pat Blue, Bib, Endor Leia, Quill, Mithril, Lobot. Yeah, Bo-Katan on the pegs. Still full price too. Yeah. That's what happens, and that's another thing that kind of happens. Sometimes it's unavoidable with like the internet the way it is now, because like sometimes people just get their figures on the internet and then they don't go into the store and get them. Although stores have been getting this stuff before the online orders for a little bit. That happens more often than not, where the store will just get them before their pre-orders or anyone else's get filled, which is, I guess, kind of the trade-off. Oh, look at this. So, Alan, I would have pre-ordered so many of the recent Black Series reveals if the box still had a window in it. Oh, I'm with you. We're going to see what happens with that. That's going to be bad business. And I think they'll switch it back. Because those look awful. And I mentioned another thing. I don't know if everybody was here when I mentioned it. So another problem that they didn't foresee that's happening with that is for mothers, fathers, people, or other people who are buying them for younger kids for presents. Don't assume that it's an action figure because it has no window. They think it's a game, and they're not buying it as an action figure. They're just not getting it at all. They think it's like a board game or something because there's no window in it, which is hilarious. So another unforeseen thing that's happening with that. But, hopefully this is just going to last a year. And then we can go back to the regular thing, because I think that they've underestimated how many people like to buy packs, buy stuff and not open it. But hey, we'll see. Oh, right. So that was supposed to mail, right? So the Retro Dengar and IG88 2-pack is starting to get fulfilled, right? I think it's in stock on Amazon. I might have misspoke. Yeah, now that I think about it, I think I got the notification that I was shipping. But you're right. So the Retro 2-packs come in their own Hasbro cardboard box on the outside. They do that with some of the exclusives for Amazon specifically. They have to start doing that for Walmart. I don't know why they haven't started. Walmart's the worst. And another thing about that. So how are you going to give the retailer who is the most notorious for shipping stuff and letting it be damaged, because they'll ship it in padded mailers, or sometimes mailers that have no padding, and you'll give them exclusives where the card or the packaging is a major part of the release, like a retro G.I. Joe. And not only is it thin cardboard, these are repacks that are just on the G.I. Joe card. So part of the allure for them is the packaging, and you're just going to let Walmart completely destroy it. I don't know. Oh, look at, uh-oh. Okay, so Jedi, I picked up Baze for 14 and Bodhi for 12 on Amazon. Yes. Even K2SO is $15.99. Oh, yeah, so all of those figures are on sale on Amazon right now. So, what's up, Peak? So, if you didn't buy those, or you didn't pre-order them, or you don't have them, and you want, the Rogue One crew, all of them are on sale, I think. Here we go. Halo. Wave should go like this: 2 prequel figures, 2 OT figures, 2 Disney Plus sequel figures. 2 slots left are open for army builders to be double packed. Yeah, I'm with you. You know what I'd like to squeeze in there, though? Expanded universe slot. You know what I mean? I think they should start doing more of that. If you had one in like every wave, I'd be pretty. I'd be excited for that. I mean, the ones they started doing now with the. I mean, when they did that on time, I'm still in awe of the product reveals for for this all the comic and expanded universe figures from that, like Bastila and Malik and Marge. Like that was, I can't believe that happened. Like seriously, like that was incredible. So yeah, I'd like to squeeze in like a if we can squeeze in like an expanded universe one in there, that'd be great. Yeah, for sure. Here we go. Too much new middling stuff, which is now getting overpriced because becomes really expensive. It's why I'm looking backwards to what I don't have instead of focusing on that. Boom, there you go. I have done the same thing in the past. When the selection is few and far between, and you're like, well, let's look backwards and see what I don't have that I want. Yeah, done that before. Specifically during the sequel trilogy figures that were being released. So yeah, when you're uninspired by what they're releasing, yeah. So I wish I could say I saw something good at my local Target, but they're just Landos. Yeah, yep. Yes, Smoke Banshee. Yes. Just watched this week's Swoosh, and I'm floored that he reported the Amazon's exclusive Royal Garden TIE Fighter 2-pack is $70. 35 a figure for sure. Hasbro should switch teams with Nike so the market can get flooded with kicks instead of whack figures. I'm with you. That'd be great. For like 6 months. Just let me get some of the stuff I want. Here we go. The saddest part about the Amazon 2-pack is that the Royal Guard is the only good-looking carbonized figure. Yes, to be thrown in with a crappy figure and charging $70. I don't think the TIE Fighter's that crappy. I think, but the Royal Guard, I'm with you. It looks good carbonized. And I thought that the pair looked pretty good carbonized. I was just like, that's all right. Maybe because I haven't seen a carbonized figure in a while, like a new one, and I've been like, I'm not. And maybe they seemed okay to me, but not for $70. Yeah, so the windowless Marvel Legends merch is peg warming hard here. Most retailers are overloaded with them. Yeah, they seem to sit too at Target. You know what? Most figures right now are sitting at most Target and Walmart that I go to now. Like everything is sitting. Now that I think about it. It'd be better if they did all figures in the comic style box, but instead of the window, it's open and tied with string so you can see the figure in the box. Yes. They'd have to cover it up in some way though. Somebody's just going to rip those out. But as a consumer, you could open it and see the figure's missing before you buy it, unlike the packaging now. So, yeah, I can see that. Mhm. Veneer Fire. So, yeah, I stopped buying from Target online. Always dents and dings, and the red and white barcode stickers are evil. Yeah, I hate those barcode stickers they put on there. Mhm. Nice, David. So I packed a carrot into the Night Pro Archer box plastic tray and repackaged it. Felt the right weight. Nice. Waiting for that to happen. Yes. I guess I should count my blessings. I never got one of those padded mailers, but I did get a carton figure from GameStop stuffed into a small size box, which was high. Yeah, so yeah, I think it was. It was so Amazon, yes, Amazon and Target and Walmart have all done that to me. Stuffing a figure in a box is too small for it. Yes, everything. I agree. Just about everything I have pre-ordered from Walmart gets complimentarily destruction. Yes. Oh, what happened? There we go. CKC, what is your thoughts on those Jazzware microfighter vehicles? Some of the ones they've done, I think they look great. I think they look great. They got the 2 different sizes. I'll probably not pick them up, but it's been a while since we've had a line of vehicles that were small enough to like collect. And Black Series used to have theirs and during the red line. So yeah, I think they're cool. But like I said, I'm probably not going to pick any of them up, but I have seen plenty of them. Man, I think it was about time that we got some stuff like that. So yeah, pretty cool. So anyway, what else I wanted to do today was, so one of the ideas that one of you gave me, and I forget who it was, otherwise I'd credit you with it, for an upcoming video is the top 10 molds needed in Black Series. And I got a couple off the top of my head right before this, but I think that's a pretty good idea. So I was wondering if you guys had any molds you would think, and I brought a little pad and paper and I'll write them down. Is any molds that you think should be done in Black Series? What's up, Matthew Woods? So if there is any off your top of your head that you think they should do, a lot. I guess it doesn't need to be a reusable mold, but so if you have any that you think should be released or they should do so that they could release on a regular basis. All right, so David Edge, he take credit for it, but it wasn't him. But fine. So I was thinking, so the first one I thought of was absolutely the Clone Commando. You could do a lot with it. We could get some a better fixer, a better everybody. So Clone Commando I put on that list. That was one of the first things I thought of. Another one that I thought of was B2 Droid. I thought that would be another one that's not only needed, it's one you can reuse a bunch of times, just like the Clone Commando. We got some people with some suggestions here. Clone Commando, yes, Clone Commando was the first thing I thought of. Let's see. So we have Bark Troopers, Galactic Marines. I'm gonna write some of these down. Death Star Droid. I also thought maybe we could do like a Clone Wars style Clone Troopers, Phase 1 and Phase 2, and like an animated style, and then like a fully live action one instead of like the hybrid type of thing, like individual ones. Let me think. Let me see. So yes, do I think? Do you think we'll ever get a Black Series HasLab, or do they just give up? I think they'll try. I think they'll try again. They've seen 6-inch work multiple times in multiple lines. I think that they'll try. I think that they'll try again. Yeah, I think they'll try again. I think that they'll try a vehicle. And we'll see what happens. I think they need to try a vehicle and make it a, it has to be iconic vehicle. Although someone else had a different, or another thing that I don't that I thought of. I'm sure other people thought of. Maybe was like an awesome multi-figure pack, kind of like how NECA does with like a 4-pack or a 5-pack with a ton of accessories or something. Maybe some bigger accessories, since it's, we're trying to get the price point up for Black Series or figure photography. I thought that might work maybe. All right, let's see. So large Wookiee. So I'm kind of looking for more like, I know I said it doesn't have to be like, it could be characters, but I'm kind of looking for more like a mold that you could do, that a mold that would be like reusable and you could do multiple things, but like the Clone Wars mold, like a Clone Commando. But a large Wookiee is not a bad one. So, all right, different R2 more. So I might only have to make this. Oh yeah, that's a pretty good one. Ewok mold. So I'd kind of not, but here's thinking outside the box. Blaster effects that fit into blasters. Look at this guy. Let's see. Somebody said something else. A good idea. Oh yes, calamari body. All right, let's see. Okay, I've gotten a bunch of figure arts droids sent over from Japan. Wasn't cheap. Yeah. Yep. Nice. This is it. Next, Black Series HasLab. Boba Fett Vespa scooter. Swappable plates. Change the color. Love it. Oh, I didn't write it down. Okay. If they didn't know the HasLab, ATST would, yeah, ATST. HasLab Skiff. Yeah, HasLab Skiff with the, yeah, that's not a bad one. Plus, that's not a huge thing. That's not a huge vehicle, so there's a lot of things. We've had this conversation before, and there's so many different things that we've discussed that I thought were better ideas, or I think most people thought were better ideas than the friggin' lightsaber, which could be the worst idea that they've ever had for a HasLab. I mean, I can understand Cookie Monster, but they completely missed the like it just tells they have no idea how the fans think or what a HasLab is when you have a lightsaber for a new to most everyone figure. So the lightsaber to someone who's brand new. Like, it's supposed to be something that we want. It's supposed to be something that we want, but it's dream projects. A dream project means that it's probably been thought of before, but we can't do it because it's too expensive or too big. A lightsaber for a character that we don't know is not a dream project because we don't know who she is. You can't make it hold it up at the celebration, be like, "Don't you want this?" No. Right. That's yes. So they did a good job with the flame effect on the incinerator trooper, sure. So the blaster effects seem quite possible. Yeah, I thought that was a great idea. Good idea. So yeah, I don't know if you guys have any more. I might have to make it like a top 5 list. I don't know if I can even get it to 10. Huh? Saw a dude saw a dude saw a dude now selling ATST 6-inch printed on IGS on Instagram. About $500 in pieces and an awesome fully assembled painted for around $750, I think. That sounds awesome. Can you send it? If you know who it is, can you send it to me in the message? I'd love to see it. Yes, Mark Hauser, I'm sorry. $500 lightsaber just bombed right straight out of the gate. It's like, what were they thinking? But then again, it's Disney, and you got to be pretty much rich to go to Disneyland or Disney World. Yes, they must think people are made of money. Yes, $500 for that is insane. For a toy, basically. No one in the lightsaber community takes the Hasbro one seriously. So I just picked up 7 Fixer at GameStop. I know I said last time I was going to pass on them, but I'm addicted to plastic crap. Yeah, 16.88. I'm going to have to quit. Yep. Absolutely insane. More 3PO molds. We got different 3PO. That's true. $3PO molds. All right, cool. Yes. I'll find out and DM you. Dude seems legit, has a waiting list, and it really is a fully articulated thing of beauty. All right, cool. Yeah, I'd love to see it. I'm not gonna buy one, but I'd love to see it. You know, it is definitely it's a start. So hold on here. So I'm gonna go. So let me think here. Wait. All right. Share screen. There we go. All right, here we go. So, let me just go back. Starlet's. Hey, she was here last time. Oh, there he is. Oh, that's you. That's your. There you go, Mace. There's the shoes. Very cool. Nice. Tatum's been ripping it up this year. There's not much you can say bad about his play and his defense. Oh yes, so this is one thing I wanted to mention here. So some other Star Wars like news. So we got a glimpse at the card to Return of the Jedi 40th Gamorrean Guard, which looks pretty cool to me. I mean, this is another one that's super nostalgic for me because I had 2 of these guys, and I remember when I was a kid, in the from the back when Kenner did them in the 80s, and so the card is pretty nostalgic to me. So I'll probably pick this up strictly for the nostalgic value for me. I don't know how much it's going to be. So yeah, it's probably going to be like $35, but I think it's pretty cool. But interesting enough, on the back of it, we can see CHEWIE and that's the 40th anniversary Return of the Jedi CHEWIE, and he has actually what seems to be a new head sculpt with a chain accessory here that goes around his neck, and he has it around his wrist, I think, over here. So another CHEWIE. I know we don't need another CHEWIE, but at least it has something that's new. So I thought that was pretty cool. Also, here's the if you didn't get a chance to buy, the other release of the TVC Slave 1 ship, you can buy this one for more money. This one is $200, and it comes with that, Boba Fett right there, the Tython Boba Fett, which will be released in the main line. He's not carded in this box. And it says Boba Fett Starship on it. So I bought mine for like $100 on clearance at GameStop. So $200 for this seems a little steep to me. But we'll see. Anyway, yeah. So I think we talked about it last time that the 13th Battalion Gaming Grades Trooper is shipping, which it is. I got mine, and so is Fixer, which I didn't get yet. So those two, like our friend said in the comments there, they're pretty damn expensive. So I don't know. It's up to you. So there you go. Release date pushed back for the Amazon exclusive Sith Trooper Holiday Edition. Sorry to tell you guys. Not coming out now. It's going to be pushed back to December 1st. Hopefully you guys can wait. And let me see. Oh, these were custom from somebody made from where do you see the R2 unit? Or I think it was an R2, and then I think about it. From Visions. Or the droids. Yeah, check it out. That is awesome. Look at this one. Oh, right. That wouldn't be an R2 unit, huh? So, but yeah, pretty cool. That's what's up. Too bad we're not going to get any of those released. Oh, yeah. I think we went over that too. Ferrex hitting target. If you're interested. Same with the Mando Holiday Trooper, which should be available online right now, but I don't think it is. Unfortunately. So I guess some new information is coming for you guys. If I can find my page, we can go over some other stuff. So yeah. All right. So, So, I don't know if you do DC, but the Target exclusive Shazam gold label Walmart exclusive is in stock right now. I just posted that earlier today. Secret of the Ooze Turtles now hitting Walmart. I'm waiting. So apparently, if you pre-ordered the Secret of the Ooze 4-pack or the Secret of the Ooze accessory set, those are now shipping from NECA too. So I did that. I'll still probably look for the 2-packs, but I have the 4-pack coming and the VHS packs. They came. So this is the packaging for the Indiana Jones figures. Which look pretty cool. Unfortunately, no window, but Indiana Jones. I know a lot of people are excited for this one. I think Sala might be in the wave one too. I don't remember, but and I don't know if Marion's pre-order's been up yet. I don't think it has. Belloc, but those look pretty cool, I have to say. Pre-orders for Diamond Select and Gentle Giant 2. It's unfortunate that Diamond Select has released a Blacker Stanton from the Book of Boba Fett before Hasbro has, but I guess we're just gonna have to live with that. Then there's the Mace Windu bust from Clone Wars, which I think is pretty cool. And then it's your boy, Admiral Akbar, 1/6 statue. That's from Gentle Giant, so it's more expensive. Oh, yeah, Frank Dukes. Coming at you, 9-inch Collect DS Frank Dukes from Bloodsport. I don't know if you've heard, but Frank Dukes is the main character who turned out to be a fraud. And we got a glimpse at the rescue set. Also, this reminds me that if you ordered the Serpentor or the Dr. Mindbender exclusives from Hasbro Pulse, those both are starting to ship. Oh yeah, this is Artifacts Plus statue for Mando, which looks pretty cool. That's pretty badass. Let's see. Oh yeah, those are the things. Oh yeah, Sky Striker is starting to come to the US too. So if you got that. Oh yeah. Hot Toys. ATRT. With ARF Trooper. You can get the ATRT separately or get it with the ARF Trooper. Now that's cool. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, they drew First Blood, not me. First Blood Rambo, 6-inch from Hiya Toys. Deluxe. Comes with a ton of stuff. Comes with this poncho. Look at this crap. Comes with all types of shit. Now that's cool. Amazing Yamaguchi Spider-Man 2.0. New accessories, a little bit different. I think he's available for pre-order right now. Those figures are pretty wild. Amazing Yamaguchi Revoltech. And that might be it. Yeah, I think that's it. Other than all these Landos that I found at Walmart. They had a few left. So yeah. That's a bunch of stuff. Bunch of new stuff coming. All right, hold on. Let me get up here. Where are we? Okay. All right, where are we? Where were we? Where were we? '40th Gamorrean Guard is meh for me. I already have 2. Yeah, I have 2 too, but I like the card. What can I tell you? I don't know what Chewie body it was. I'm the last person to ask about the Chewie. I know Chewie's in my name, but that has nothing to do with my love or dislove of Chewie. Yes, the bubble looks well. He's kind of a big round guy. Yeah, the bubble looks massive on him. You're right. Oh, what's up, Chris? Yes, Matthew Woods. The Holiday Chewie is hitting GameStop right now. That's right. Target is hitting the Holiday Mando is hitting Target. Mace Window, I canceled my fixer as well. The clone beat me. They already shipped my clone trooper before I got to cancel it, but the 13th Battalion. But yeah, I canceled fixer. I'm going to get it on a sale. Alan being the completionist, I have all the rest of the carded 6-inch 40th anniversary stuff, so I kind of need those to complete the LT. Me too. I have all the other ones too. And like I said, Return of the Jedi is the most nostalgic card for me because I can remember them. So yeah, I kind of feel like I gotta get them all too, but we'll see what I do. But what I do remember from the other 2 releases of the 40th figures is that they eventually start to hit clearance and have an overabundance at Target and I'm sorry, at Walmart, and you're going to be able to get them pretty handily. If the same thing happens that happened with Empire Strikes Back and for some of the, and for wave 1 of the A New Hope ones. Anyone else see how Hasbro gave the Black Series Hollywood Mando holsters and gun holding hands, but no pistols? What the fuck? Chris, what's up? I received a ton of figures this week, but one that I thought was really nice was the Credit Collection Death Trooper. The repaint made it look really beat up and weathered, which I like with the droids. Wait a minute. Credit Collection Death Trooper. Do you mean the Dark Trooper or the Death Trooper from Amazon? Comic book Blacker Stanton for figure of 2022. Yeah, I got you. Those busts are so much. Yeah, every time I see them mention Amazon, yes, the bust looks. Yeah, the Clone Wars Mace and Blacker Stanton bust look actually pretty good. When I see those naked wrestler figures, the visible joints seem always, always Bloodsport, but yeah. When is the UK? I don't know when the UK one is one, but they said that recent shipping data shows that but it's shipping to the US now. So I don't know. I don't know when it's going to hit the UK though. Yes, those hot toys look so cool. One day I'll get a couple. Yeah, the ART looks amazing. So yeah, so it's not so I don't know, maybe the pre-orders open, but when I posted the pre-orders weren't open yet, but you can get onto the RSVP list where they'll contact you when the pre-order is open for the ART. ART and driver look is fantastic. Take notes, Hasbro. That's right, Hasbro. Take some notes on that because that looks amazing. Yep, Rambo and Bloodsport. It's a great 80s little section of time right here. Absolutely, I'm with you. Mostly good stuff. Too much, but good. Yeah, I'm with you. Too much stuff. Hard to keep up. So the amazing Yamaguchi Spidey has new joints. So they fixed all the flaws we complained about the first one. Yes. So, so it's available for pre-order now. Wheels of Chaotic Doom. This is yes, I feel you on this one. A lot of other toy companies are leaving Hasbro bleeding in a ditch on the side of the road. They are. It's bad. I wouldn't a lot. Yeah. So a lot of them, I think that they still might have like McFarlane beat out. Although I'll take McFarlane's $20 figures. They kept them at $19.97 or where they are, and some of those Spawn figures are really good. And some of the figures they pump out are pretty good, but they don't do like the face. They don't do the photoreal tech or whatever. But yeah, I'm with you. Yes, Billy D. Williams, Lando, anything for peg warmer of the year for sure. Mace, still no Walgreens clones in my area. You know what's I noticed? No, I haven't found any either, but I ordered it when it was online. But for Walgreens, unlike most other retailers, sometimes our area of the country gets the stuff first for Walgreens. And whereas for other stores, we get everything last because it has to travel all the way across the country to get to us. Matt, you want to promise me that you tell us on a live stream what "can't kill Chewie" means? You said there's a story here. I'm dying to hear. It's not a good story. It's just it's just something that happened. It's not. I mean, it's not really like an entertaining story or anything. But yeah, I'll tell it at some point. I've already told it, I think, in somebody else's live stream. It's just not that entertaining. Figure of the year for me, Shea Vizsla. So that's TVC, yeah. What's up, Darth Clueless? Anakin's Jedi Interceptor is supposed to get a Hot Toys release at some point. That's going to be insane. That's going to be large. TVC Dark Times Vader Star Wars figure of the year, hands down. Hey, let's be honest, Hot Toys might be the most expensive figures on the market, but even those who don't collect can agree they are the best. Hey, that's right. Huh. Mark Hauser. My Target is still charging $25 for Landos. They've been peg warming for over a year, and they've refused to drop the prices. They're like 25 of them there. Same as a year ago. I haven't seen any clones in my 4 local Walgreens. I find them once, I forget about them unexpectedly. Yeah, exactly. I find them when I forget about them. I haven't seen them in mine either. But like I said, I got it when it was on. It was they were available online at one point. What we need is a carbonized Lando figure. I like it. Ketamine addicted monkey getting it done. Carbonized Lando, let's go. Soon to be coming, and we'll see. I don't know. Maybe wearing his skiff guard disguise or something. Who knows? But yeah. Yep, carbonized Lando. It's hard to do carbonized when it's like they don't have a helmet, like it's someone's face that you're just gonna carbonize. They'll figure it out. Who would ever think clones would be exclusive to a drugstore? I'm with you. Huh. Obviously, seen a single clone at Walgreens on my way. Yeah. I wish we still had Targets. Oh, you guys had Targets at some point. One point, they're closing here and becoming Kmart's. Target was so much better. That's right, Kmart. Kmart was a sneaky good place to do toy hunting back in the day, 2015, 2016. Carbonized Grogu. I like it. Yes, I have that TVC Dark Times Vader. I really like it too. Yes, Vader, very good Vader. What about for Black Series? What figures do you guys like for Black Series for figure of the year? I haven't even thought about it. Yeah. So I've seen pictures posted of people finding the 187th clone at Walgreens in Arizona as well. I guess they're all over Arizona. I ain't seen them either. Cool. It bugs me out. Kmart still exists. Haven't seen one in these parts since the 80s. Yeah, man, there was where was one? Oh, you know where there was one? There was one on 95 right before you cross the border to Rhode Island. It was in Attleboro. It was in Attleboro. There was a plaza there where the train station was. Where the north was it? Is that North Attleboro? South Attleboro train station. That there's a plaza right there, and there was a Kmart in there till only a few years ago. Kohl's used to be a hidden gem too during the 30th anniversary and legacy collection. Yeah, and then you know what's funny? I found when when the After the Archive lines came out, the second wave that had Anakin in it, when it was going for like 40 or $50, I found an Anakin archive in there for like $20. It was awesome. It's a great day. That was a great day for me. Any pickups of the weeks, guys? I finally got around to getting the TVC Mall and Echo as well as Hot Toys Rex. Yes. So what did I get today? I did get some stuff. I'd have to go down and look. I didn't even make a pile this time because usually we just jump right into it here and don't even break this up into sections anymore. I just let the comments take us wherever we go. What else did I get? A Morak TVC Boba Fett came. I got one of those. Oh, I got my GI Joe classified Sergeant Slaughter. He came today. Recently. And I got my Cad Braca Cad Bane finally. Let me see. Where were we? Clone troopers of any kind from any manufacturer should never be allowed to be exclusive anywhere or even limited in production. Yeah, that's true. It's unfortunate when they are. Jamie again. Only 3 Kmarts left in the U.S., 1 in New Jersey, Florida. Yes, so there's 1 in New York, near New York City. I used to pass it all the time driving from Rhode Island into New York City, where this is recently too. So I've seen it. Yeah, I can't. It's right outside the city though. Love BK. Dark Trooper is pretty good. Love BK, Throne Boba, Tython armor, and possibly Cobb. I had no idea what you were talking about. It took me a second. I'm kind of slow sometimes. Dark Trooper is pretty good. I also like Throne Room, Boba Fett, and Cobb. Fennec, Ahsoka are great too. Once I get Clone Wars Mall, that might take the cake. Kmart's, yes. Yes, didn't go to the outer one. Yeah, it was right off 95. I know you're on the other side, so you don't go. Usually take 95. Huh. So you got your Outback. So yeah, you got your GI Joe Outback in, the one that wasn't canceled. Kmart's have always been here, and we've always had Targets as well. This is in Australia. Kmart's are becoming like McDonald's. Got the Ahsoka clones and anti-Merrick droid recently. Jamie again, nice. Kmart was where I got my first Black Series figs. Yeah, they were a sneaky good spot. Sneaky good spot to go. Where did I get? I got what did I get there? Other than the gin exclusive. There was somebody I got there. I forget. Oh, I think it was I think that's where I finally found Asti when he was super expensive. Recent pickups for Out of the Basement. We got Axe, Ayla, Clone Wars Mall, Grand Inquisitor, and Fixer. Tons of stuff. Pilot Luke and Grand Moff Tarkin. Go Kmart. Get Comic BK, Jay, and review him. So wait a second. I have a question. Oh, look, yeah. So that's where I found. Yeah, you found Asti at. Yeah, that's where I found him. I found who else? What was the Oh God. There's somebody else I found there, but Asti, yeah, I found him too. Oh, somebody's watching college football. Illinois Michigan game. Pickups: CC Tuscan and Scout Riot Trooper. Yeah, I figured that you. Yeah, I figured that you didn't use 95 from the other side there. Wait, somebody suggested Comic Black Stanton as the best figure of the year. Were you being sarcastic or were you serious? Because mine's still in a box over there, and I actually had ordered two by accident. So, but no, I haven't really looked at it yet. So, are you telling me that it's an awesome figure? Huh, no more Sears. They used to have Star Wars exclusives back in the 80s. Yep. 2 days left for McRib. I don't eat at McDonald's, so I don't know. For Black Series of the Year, personally, I like Tech, since he was a brand new mold. Kind of cheated out on his goggles and repaint apps, though. Umbra Operative was also pretty good. Can't think of much else. Yeah, it's hard off the top. Yeah, that's who it was. Yeah, Jim, it's hard off the top of your head to go with like, oh, this was the best figure. I'd have to like think about it. Jamie again, I found General Hux at Kmart yeah, me too. General Hux when he was rare and Asti, both of them when they were going for crazy money. I eventually found them at Kmart. Recent pickups: 187th clones, Grand Moff Tarkin, TVC 5s. Nice. Yeah, Sears. Our mall had that in the 80s too. Yes. David got Knight Brother, Warrior, and Archer. Black Series figure of the year. I really like Wandering Jedi Obi-Wan. Yeah, my Sears. Yeah, Sears is pretty gone. Nice. All right, Dave was being serious. I actually like Comic Book BK as a generic Wookiee. Mace Windu. Oh, I got to go with Saw. Figure of the year. Details are damn good, especially coming from Hasbro. Rob Ernest picked up the TVC Maul Mando Commander and Din Djarin Morales disguise. Oh yeah. It's hard to say anticipated figures. But yeah, but I'd really like Sakura and CK and Clone Wars Maul too. Those are when you saw those that they were going to be released, you're like, oh wow, awesome, about time, but most anticipated, that's kind of hard to say because I'm kind of more everyone else is going to have better answers than me because I'm the more of the stuff that I like is like OT stuff, but I do like expanded universe stuff is too. So so Star Killer comes to mind, but I kind of, and most of the major big characters from the original trilogy have already been done. So I mean, again, and prequel trilogy too. So that's more of the stuff that I'm kind of into. Dark Clueless, MCU, Moon Knight. Here we go. For the Black, but if I had to choose, I think I'd pick the McQuarrie design Obi-Wan and Darth Vader set. That's the Shop Disney 2-pack. Believe it or not, we still have Woolworths here. Wow, I haven't even thought of Woolworths in the longest time. Wow. Come see the softer side of Sears. Wow, we're pulling out old school jingles for these. That is a pull right there. Yes, everybody loves Saw. Saw looks great in the package, you could tell. Just seeing it at the store, you're like, "Yep, they really went to town on this." Last Black Series I got was Rex and Wrecker for my son. Kid got some good taste. Shroot and Bays were done well too. My personal favorite figure for all of 2002 and all product lines was the Deluxe Wolverine. Oh, the 112 Collective Deluxe Wolverine. 112, yeah. Yeah, so I like the new Bobas too, but they're all too similar. Yeah, so we've oversaturated the market with Boba Fett's. Um, but when you do something super nostalgic, like the Target exclusive one, people are gonna go crazy for it. Especially when you've been collecting TVC for 10, 20, 30 years. You know, you see this one, you're gonna get pretty excited. You're gonna spend the money. I think they anticipated that, honestly. Oh, good call. Daniel Hayer, 2023 anticipated figure Endor Trooper and Blacker Stanton. Yes, Book of Boba Fett Blacker Stanton. That could that is potential for best figure of the year when it comes out. If you do that one justice, Blacker Stanton for sure. So the new Luke, that's a good one. Yeah, new Luke, the Mando Luke, for sure. Starkiller, yeah, Starkiller definitely. Oh no, Lamar Avery's upset. What is this world coming to? No Kmart or Sears, and we're okay with that? We should be up in arms, march on the Capitol building or something. Well, that's what happens to brick and mortar now. You know, if you don't keep your website up with cool stuff and the prices, then you're screwed. No. Clone Wars Mall, definitely anticipated, but not enough to change my order or to get it sooner. Chris, I've heard you say this, that you liked the War of the Bounty Hunter Boba Fett. Thought it was the best Boba 2022. I think it looked kind of cheap. I think they skimped out on what could have been, especially for the price, $33.99, which what could have been an awesome figure, what could have been an awesome paint job. You could have done multiple things to make that a much better figure that they didn't do. Including maybe some weathering, some multiple tones. You could have got some different shades in there instead of just spray painting every piece the same color black. You could have done something like a more of a matte finish or something. There's a lot of things they could have done that they didn't do, which kind of makes it disappointing, especially for the price. For me specifically, but I'm glad you like it. You know. They did do Salright, great looking figure. A bit pricey. He was a bit pricey, but he went on sale. Interesting. Alan, the new archives version of Han Solo, the Force Awakens one, I think he's talking about. Excellent likeness of Harrison for it absolutely does. But I think most people I don't want to say most, but I know multiple people in here, including myself, were a bit upset that took the slot in the archive wave of a different figure that maybe had a little bit more demand behind it. Mace makes the droids Boba Fett from Target. Yeah, it's funny too. They made that. I've always One of the Boba Fett's I always like kind of wanted, but I didn't think I'd ever get is a holiday special, the Christmas special, Boba Fett. So yeah, he kind of fits into the Christmas special for me. So I liked it too. This just in, Walmart sucks. That's true. Very true. Oh, nice. I did get the peasant disguise Padme recently from 2011. Nice figure. Nice. Both Boba and Din are way, way overpriced. I agree with you. But it's a sculpt that they can keep using and make money on, so they're just going to keep pumping them out. Who else remembers getting the annual Sears Christmas catalog and spending hours just looking at the Sears toys our parents were never going to buy us? Hell yeah. Me too, man. I remember that. For sure. Oh, David. David canceling some pre-orders. You're down to Mando, Luke, and 2 bikers on pre-order. Yes, Jennifer Beals character. Garza, yeah. Is my most anticipated figure for 2013. In the 80s, we had a mall with Sears, Penny's, and Circus World. Then, within a 1/4 mile radius of the mall, Kmart, Zayres, Wilson's, and Toys R Us. Yeah, that was back in the day when retail and malls were king. Not anymore. Oh, I'd love to see the Bespin Leia, the red dress Leia, yeah. The world needs more Radio Shacks. I don't think that exists anymore either. Yup, Radio Shack. Best place to get the little audio and video pieces and wires and stuff. Wheels of Chaotic Doom. Force Awakens Han should have been Dr. Aphra in the archive. Yeah, probably. A few other people you could nominate for that spot. Yeah, droids. Yep, the droids. His outfit. Yeah, I like the colors for the droids. Ah. Right, that's another nominee for the archive line. You would think we get more Django figures with the amount of Mandalorians Hasbro has put out. Yeah, can we get a retooled Django for the archive line? I thought that would already be done. But nope. How is it that they miss out on the 2 repaints? Wait, how is it they miss out on the 2 repaints no one would care about? Clones and Troopers. I'm with you. I read that kind of wrong first, but now I understand what you're saying. Yeah, I'm with you. There should be multiple different types of clones and troopers at the market and they can do all the different there's so much stuff they could do, and that's where the top 10 molds comes from. The top 10 molds that don't exist yet is stuff that they love repacks. Here's some stuff. If you had these molds, you could repack with different paints, obviously. But I'm with you. KV Toys. Just like KV Toys. Used to get Star Wars figures from there in 2001, 2002 for $3. Oh, look at this. I heard a theory on Leia Bestman, Elena, that they won't release her anytime soon, as that is her only outfit left from the OT, so make people keep collecting. Yeah, that makes sense. Yes, now Toys R Us is just in a section of Macy's, and only some Macy's because it's not in a Macy's near me. I miss taking my boys there, just like when my dad would take me there. Yeah, me too. And I look at a bunch of stuff that I would never get. And do you remember when you had to take like the the cardboard card to get a video game and up to the thing and wait and press the button and the guy would go get it for you, and how many cards they had was how many copies they had left. So if there was no cards, you're like, oh, they sold out. Oh yeah. Remember getting Jordan versus Bird there? I was blown away when I compared the recent archive solo to the original. I told the original to replace him, and the body was identical, but the face, yeah. So, not debating that. The face looks definitely better. But, like I said, was that really something that needed to hit the market so soon? People are asking for that. They're like demanding for that when there's other figures that people that will cost more on the secondary market that I think could take the spot of that one, personally. Nice. Radio Shack exclusive Pit Droid Deluxe set comes with 2 Pit Droids and a wrench. $46.99. Bag it up. I'm coming to get it. I actually wouldn't mind getting more characters from the Droids cartoon in TVC and TV and Black Series. Yeah. I wonder if that's going to be it for them. I think they might do. Maybe they'll do a second wave of them. Oh, hey, I was just at a GameStop and they have 25% off everything when you pay $5 for the bag. So yeah, so you pay $5 for the bag and you fit whatever you fit in the bag, you can pay. It's 25% off. I think. Missed out on the Target Boba Fett last Wednesday. Oh well, I'll just get it later when they're at. Yeah, there'll be more. Don't worry about it if you missed it. How about a DLX carbonized Rose Tico Radio Shack exclusive? Oh, I'd be all over that. Yes, Mace Windu. Jordan versus Bird was yeah, it was. Jordan versus Bird was the shit. Totally dating myself, but I grew up in San Francisco, and along with trips to Sears, I would be hyped to visit Montgomery. Someone else mentioned this Montgomery Ward. Never heard of it. Never. Someone else mentioned that one too. Maybe. I reckon Hasbro are testing the sequel waters, releasing Force Awakens Han Solo and Archive. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, maybe that's. We'll see. Now that's an exclusive for Radio Shack, a radio-controlled Jawa sandcrawler exclusive. Yeah, man. Shame again. We desperately need a carbonized Lando. $27.99. Yeah, I think Montgomery Ward is also a West Coast store. I never heard of it. But I guess anything else anticipated? I kind of want to see the TVC, Hunter and Crosshair, and not so much that it's anticipated, but I just have to see what the season 2 figures for the Bad Batch are going to look like, just so I can see how they changed it just a slight bit so they can sell us more stuff. Wow, that many people know what Montgomery Ward is. But yeah, so anyway, unless you guys get anything else to talk about, we can talk about whatever you want. Montgomery Ward is something that I can't talk about because I don't know what it is. Hey, you know what? Who is this? Straight out of Gunga. Better yet, a $70 2-pack of carbonite skiff guards in General Endo. That's better. I would take that if there was a skiff guard in there. That's what they should have done. They should have done a skiff guard 2-pack. Yeah, so Islander. Yeah. I know that they're slightly different. I just want to see the figures. Um, so you knew they were going to change them up somehow so they could sell a season 2 figures. So yeah, I just want to see what they look like. Right? Wow, that's crazy. No sex bots today. I guess they gave up on us. You know? Usually we get hit a bunch of times. They'll intentionally make the first version wrong to re-release its corrected version later. I'm sure that they do that. Like, they have to. There's so many things that they get wrong on a regular basis that has to be what they're doing. I even for Hasbro, I can't believe that they're the people who spend time designing and looking at these things and spend hours and hours doing that are repeatedly getting so many things wrong on the figures. So yes. Mike's here. Usual Mike television. I can play the role as a sex bot if you want. All right, hey. I'm sure somebody will take you up on it. Let me see here. Where are we? Wow. I think I was making $3.75 an hour at Montgomery Ward. That is a low minimum wage. What about Bird Magic? You mean the actual game? Bird versus Magic? So anyway, yeah, so I don't know. We can talk whatever you guys want, but that was all of the things that I wanted to talk about regarding action figures today. Unless anyone else has some awesome ideas for a new video, I will always take suggestions for that. So yeah. Anybody else into so every day, pretty much almost every day, at the end of the day, I go watch some type of horror movie. That's pretty much what I do at the end. Work for the day, go home. When I'm laying in bed, time to go to sleep, I watch a horror movie, mostly from the 80s. A horror movie about Montgomery Wards. Yeah, that might be. But I've been watching. It's mostly from the 80s and from the 70s. A lot of foreign stuff. I don't watch a lot of new stuff. I wish I did, but I don't. But I've seen a lot of pretty horrible stuff recently because I do watch. I really like the sci-fi cheesy effects. I like watching those type of movies better than I like watching just straight up bloody movies. But I do have to say, has anyone seen Halloween Ends? $18.99. I never heard of that. You know what I've been watching? I've been watching a lot of, interesting. My wife's superstitious and doesn't like horror movies in the house, so I haven't watched anything. Nice, there you go, Elena, keeping it real. So, yeah, I remember when I was younger, I used to debate which one I should watch, Empire or Return of the Jedi. It was a very hard decision for me as a kid. Netflix has a ton of horror, a lot of it is crap, um, a lot of it is stuff that's been on there for years, and you're just like, "Can you switch it up? I know you have more horror movies because 'cause I've watched almost all of them." Um, so that's why I've switched to, like, Tubi. Tubi right now, it's free, but they've run ads. I think you can have an account and pay for it, and they won't run the ads, but they have a ton of stuff that you can select from, a lot of '80s stuff. Um, and Amazon Prime. I watch tons of Amazon Prime. Yeah, so Halloween Ends. Anyone see it? Because that was bad. Well, okay. Does anyone have possible anyone has a so I know of one, I forget what it's called, but any phone apps or desktop programs you use to track your collection? Because I don't do that. I use my head. But I know there's some good apps for doing that. Yeah, it was pretty bad. I don't know how you're gonna end a trilogy for Michael Myers, and that's what you came up with. That blows my mind. Like, if I wanna see if I wanna see a movie that ends a trilogy with Michael Myers, this is the last Halloween movie, it might be the last one ever, and that's how you're gonna have the movie be like. Like, it should have been a splatterfest Michael Myers style. That's what it should have been. Yeah, so it has more it's more nostalgic for you. I'm with you. Yeah, I don't know how many figures I own either. I had a lot more. I've sold a lot recently. So Action Figure 411 is a good site. Yeah, that's just a list of everything. So, what's your favorite type of horror movie? Slasher, thriller, supernatural? I like ones with like a sci-fi element from the '80s that has I like the practical effects from the '80s and the sci-fi movies that do that. I so not so much slashers or thrillers, but something that's has a lot of practical special effects that are like crazy monsters or hands going through people's heads and stuff, and then like super bloody stuff. I like head explosions. I like stuff like that. Um, I've watched a lot of crappy ones. I've watched a lot of great ones. What's my favorite horror movie of all time, though, is John Carpenter's The Thing, which is an excellent horror movie. Which is another. It's got a lot of us. It's got the fantastic practical effects, maybe some of the best ever. And not only that, it's one of those movies where it's kind of like a mystery, and you pick up more every time you watch it. You notice something else that's a clue for something else. Because The Last Starfighter is not a horror movie, but I know that movie. But yeah, I like that. Last Starfighter. All right, Mark. We'll see ya. Airtable, like a database that combines Excel and more to track my collections. That's interesting. Free account. Not a massive no. So yeah, horror movies. I don't know. There's I like all movies, but Yeah, because it was bad. So many YouTube reaction video people seem to really hate the last Halloween film. I love the original and Season of the Witch, but I haven't seen the rest. Yeah, because it was bad. Pumpkinhead, Pumpkinhead, that monster in Pumpkinhead was pretty badass, especially for the time. That thing looked great. I consider Terminator and Jurassic Park as horror movies. Jurassic Park is kind of like a crossover one. Yeah. Last Starfighter is not. I like that movie though. Hiss I never saw, but that's on Netflix, right? Yes, Jay McGinn. The Thing is one of the best movies in history. Just got GameStop to give me 25,000 free points because their app wasn't working. That's one way to get around the price gouging. Essentially got the carded Tuscan credit collection for free. Oh, nice. Alan, speaking of horror, just picked up the new NECA Creepshow figure at Target. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. So, as far as I know, do I like remakes of The Thing? So, The Thing was a sci-fi movie from the 50s, which is a good movie. John Carpenter made The Thing in 1982, which was a remake of that. And then there's another movie from like 2011 or 2013, I think, which is kind of, I think it's called The Thing, but it's not a straight remake. So in the movie The Thing, there's this Swedish group of the Swedish guys who they go investigate, who found the thing in the ice and whatever. And the newer movie from 2013 is about those people and not the group of U.S. people that the John Carpenter movie's about. So it's kind of like a prequel. I don't know if there's another one. So yeah, the thing is, well, it's a horror sci-fi. I think peace. I don't know what he's trying to spell. Modern horror movies. Oh, dog jumped on my keyboard. Modern horror movies. Devil's Rejects. That's 05. That's kind of that's oh, The Void. The Void was good. Hard to say. Conjuring 2. Harder to say those type of ones. Yeah, Alien for sure. Alien 2 or Aliens is one of my favorites of all time. I used to watch that as a kid from like as soon as I could use the VCR. My father had it taped on like from a free weekend from like a movie station along with some other stuff on the VHS tape, and I would watch it. It scared the crap out of me and gave me nightmares, but I still watch it all the time from when I was like, I don't know, 5 to like 10. I still didn't get as much nightmares when I got older, but scared the crap out of me. I used to watch it, every week. It was on my regular rotation of movies as a kid. I don't have any horror games. No, I don't have any horror games. The Others, that wasn't bad, right? Kind of like another mystery type. Are Die Hard and Lethal Weapon Xmas films or films set? So Die Hard is absolutely a Christmas movie. I couldn't tell you about Lethal Weapon. Diplomatic immunity. So I don't Die Hard is definitely a Christmas movie though. And I do like most of the I haven't seen the newer Die Hards, but There you go, Jaws. That's what's up. Yeah, Incubus. Yes, I've seen Incubus. Um, yes, I have both versions of the Kurt Russell, the Thing figure from NECA. Yeah, I got both of them. So those were good, right? And then what was the other ones? So there was the Conjuring series, and there was Insidious, right? The Insidious ones were pretty good. 1,300 figure. Wow. Current use I collect. There you go. Aliens, Jostles, Empire Strike Back is one of my favorite films of all time. I'm with you right there. That's a serious business. You know what's even? I like Alien 3 too, and I like Alien Resurrection. I think that one's pretty good too. When considering it has what's that guy's name? Who plays the creepy doctor who does Chucky's voice? I forgot his name, but that's one of his better roles. But for newer horror, it's kind of hard to say what I've seen. Did anybody see Terrifier 2? So Art the Clown, Terrifier 1 is awesome. That's a really good horror movie. So Terrifier 2 was in theaters recently. I didn't get to see it yet. I see it's on Amazon Prime. I'll probably watch it. Yes, Chris, 1,300. That's not a collection. That's a small country. I thought the Three Different Thing movie, it all took place at 3 different expedition sites. Well, I don't know, because the first thing, right, the one from the 50s, they have the guy, but that might be true. I don't know. That might be true, but they definitely have the alien cut out in the ice thing because he wakes up, right? Because he thaws and wakes up, which is the same thing that they have at the Swedish one, right? So I kind of thought that the first one was like a combination of like the Swedish and the US. They just split them up for the remake, but that could absolutely be true. I don't know. Oh, right. So, yeah. So I think I had Resident Evil for PlayStation back in the day. Yeah, so 2011 is the Norwegians. Right. But what he's saying is, what about the one from the 50s? I think that's what he was getting at. What about the one from the 50s? Is that a different one than the one from 1982 and 2011? All right, Jedi Crafts. We'll see ya. So that I don't know. Although I do know it's kind of similar to the Norwegian situation. So that's why I figured it was kind of, they kind of split it up for the John Carpenter one. But I like to watch those. I like to watch, I do a lot of 80s movies or early 90s movies. You know what I've been watching? I've been watching a lot of full moon movies and the Lloyd Kaufman ones, the Trauma movies, which are like just over ridiculous, like horror comedies that have ridiculous with so much blood and just crazy storylines and stuff. I'll watch that type of stuff. I guess nobody watched Terrifier 2. It's just, I think it's sometimes it's really hard to find a good newer horror movie, in my opinion. A lot of the newer stuff is subpar. It was good. Oculus, that was a good one. You know, it's, oh, maybe David knows this one. You know, it was a good one for, but it was from 2002. It's called Dog Soldiers. It was, it's like an English movie, I think, about guys in the army that come across werewolves. As above, so below. That was decent. 12 Monkeys. Oh, the TV series. I didn't know there was a TV series for 12 Monkeys. As above, so below is decent enough, but I didn't think it was great or anything. Right. Yeah, I know that. Yeah. So the original movie, The Thing, is what Carpenter based his story on. Yes. So yeah, the '50s movie was based on the book, and the newer movie took place just before the Carpenters. Yeah. So I guess the question was if the '50s one was a different site than the Carpenter one. So this Kenner Boba will probably be abundant in brick and mortar if we're patient, but there's no excuse for an A-list big box retail store to mismanage an online launch. Yeah, well, yes, you're right. They do that all the time. Target is starting to be one of the worst ones for pre-orders. No, The Thing in 2011 has to take place at the same spot as the one with Kurt Russell, as the 2011 one ends. Right, well, it's a different site. The Norwegian site is a different site than the US site. So I'm looking that so Carpenter probably decided, and the question was about the '50s one. '80s is that pound for pound the greatest film decade for sure. Yeah, it's a bona fide classic. That one. So, oh, Pan's Labyrinth. Yeah, that's pretty good. But yeah. So in the fifth, so they made the prequel. First of all, I don't even count that as the Thing movie because it's not it's not that good, and B, they just tried to piggyback off of John Carpenter, the Norwegian. Thank you. You're right. Good call. So that's what the doc says to McCready. So yeah, I don't really count it as one. It's just plus it's all CGI that looks like crap. So I don't really even count it as one of the movies. But the original one from the '50s is actually pretty good. So anyway, yeah, I think we'll wrap it up here, unless somebody else has something else they want to talk about. But kind of getting late. And unfortunately, it's kind of getting dark a little bit, which is super depressing. Let's see. I was referring to the '50s here, and the way the story was structured, it fit nicely that they found the ship first, and that's where the dog escaped from at the start. Yeah, so right, but that was the Norwegian site, right? So nice. I'm gonna love it and watch the E. Love it. Yes, So anyway, yeah, so if anyone else got anything else, we can talk about it, but Jeepers Creepers 1 or 2. Oh, Robbie Saunders. Another Australia. Nice. Thank you very much. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it, especially from there. I know it's early. Yeah, you too, Matthew Wood. So yeah, so we're gonna wrap it up, guys. We'll do the same thing again next week. Hold on, here we go. Ryan Byrne, what's going on? We're just closing down, actually. American Werewolf in London. Yeah, that's a great one. All right, Chris. Good luck. I hope everything's all right. All right, so yeah, so we'll see you next time, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Like I say every time, I love conversating with you guys. I don't have a lot of collector friends to conversate with about this type of stuff. So, yeah, sorry, Robbie, sorry, Rob. So yeah, so I'll see you guys next week, same time, 2 o'clock, and thanks for coming. I appreciate it. All right, guys, peace out.